It's game 2 in day 2 here at the IFCPF Asia Oceania Championships for 2023, and it's Australia, the Pararoos, to take on the Islamic Republic of Iran in game 2 for both these sides this tournament. Yesterday it was Australia with a 1-1 draw against Thailand, and Iran defeating Japan by 3-0. But eyes turn here now to Australia's clash with the Islamic Republic of Iran. Iran ranked number 2 in the world, both in the world rankings and also at the recent World Cup in Spain last year. Presents a tough task for a much-changed Pararoos side. They make 4 changes to the starting 7 that played yesterday against Thailand, and to go to that starting 7, we predict, and I must say that we predict because there are 2 known goalkeepers in the starting 7 for Australia today. Number 7 is David Barber. We think he will start with the gloves. Number 1 is Christian Sangas outfield. Number 2, Ben Roach. Number 4, Alessandro Lavagetta. Number 8, a debut for Christian Bitsikas, the Victorian. Number 9 is Luke Launder, and number 14 is Augustin Murphy. And for the Islamic Republic of Iran, they make just the 1 change from yesterday's win over Japan. And they will start in goal with number 12, Vahid Nawab. Number 2 is Yasir Rastami. Number 6, Ben Amarandi. Number 7, Muslim Marabian. Number 8, Hassan Safari. Number 10, Abbas Torabi. And number 11 is Amin Razai Basmanabadi. So just to repeat the changes for Australia, go through the changes, I should say. Sangas, Bitsikas, Launder and Murphy are in for Lynch, Campbell, Boyce and Van Heer. For Iran, it is Rastami in for Shahbaz Manikanabadi. The number 9 who scored a goal yesterday for Iran. Big moment for Christian Bitsikas, the Victorian, who will be the 60th player capped by the CommBank Pararoos. Once the whistle blows, Australia in the change strip, and with a grandstand of fans behind them, can they get back on the winners list? They're still looking for win number 50 as a team. This an opportunity to get that, but it is a really tough ask against the top quality Iran side. Both teams make their way on to the main pitch here at the home of the Matildas. And it is David Barber with the lighter blue shorts on, so it will be Barber in goals as predicted, and Christian Sangas outfield, as we go down now to the middle for the national anthems of Iran and Australia.
Those who are able to be upstanding for the national anthem of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Please remain standing, if able, for the national anthem of Australia.
And the handshakes to take place. We'll go through the lineups once more. And to start with Australia, David Barber in goal, draws level with Tim Cahill in the list of the most capped male players for Australia. He's now equal second on that list with 108 caps. The outfielders, number 1 is Christian Sangers, number 2, Ben Roach, number 4, Alessandro Lavagetta, number 8, a debut for Christian Bitsikas, number 9 is Luke Launder, number 14, Augustin Murphy. And for the Islamic Republic of Iran, they make one change. Vahid Nawab remains in goal. Yazir Astami comes in for Shamsuddin Shahbaz Kebanani. Also in the outfielders for Iran is number 6, Ben Hamarandi, number 7, Muslim Morabian, number 8, the captain Hassan Safari, number 10 is Abbas Sorabi, and number 11 is Amin Razai Besmanabadi. And so there are a number of storylines with this Australian team, not so much that they've had the first tournament here in 23 years, that's always the storyline, but not just that. Of course, you've got now David Barber equals second on the number of caps by an Australian male player with 108. Christian Bitsikas becoming the 60th player to pull on the green and gold for the Pararoos, even though they are in the change strip. Of course, the green and gold being just a figure of speech at this point, but the point still stands, the 60th player to become a Pararoo. You've got Luke Launder in for only his second cap. So there's plenty of things to take a look at. And after the 1-1 draw yesterday from Australian point of view, they could do with a result. There was a bit of drama overnight regarding Jeremy Boyce and the changing of his classification. He's on the bench today, but his classification was moved from FT2 to FT3, which basically means, for those that are unaware, he was classified as having a less severe form of an impairment. And that was what was decided upon. Australia did appeal that decision. And there are a lot of people wearing green and gold in the stands. You can go and get some merchandise if you are planning to come to the home of the Matildas. Straight through the main foyer, walk through, and there's a merchandise bay there if you want to add a little bit more green and gold to your life. There's plenty in the grandstand here. But it will be Australia in the change strip, the navy blue shirts with green trim, and it'll be the Islamic Republic of Iran in all red, as David Barber and Hassan Safari are in the middle with the officials shaking hands and completing the formalities. Looms to be a massive, massive day this for Australia. And even if the Pararoos don't get the job done here, Australia could still lead today with a win, with the Para Matildas facing Nepal from 6 p.m.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Not too far away from kickoff, your CommBank Pararoos taking on the Islamic Republic.
4 changes and a much change and a very youthful side. With Luke Launder and Christian Bitsikas drafted in among others. Can Australia find their way back onto the winners list? Must be said too that Australia do not have a great record against the Islamic Republic of Iran. They haven't won in their previous 7 clashes against the Islamic Republic of Iran and have lost every single game against them since a draw all the way back in 2001 in Nottingham. As we're underway to start this one, it's been 22 years since Australia came out of a game against Iran without tasting defeat. If they can end that streak today, it'll be quite a wonderful result for them, particularly given it's in front of their home faithful as well. Tarabi back for Safari. As Iran look to work it down the right-hand side. Cut back looked on. It didn't quite pull off as cleanly as it would have liked to have been done from an Iranian point of view. With Mahrabian over towards the right-hand side. It's played narrower now. Ball into the middle. And Shahbaz Kevanani couldn't quite control. As Iran win it back, here's Tarabi. He'll go into the box. Well blocked by Bitsikas on debut. In fact, it was Lavagetta, my apologies, who charged the shot down. Australia will have to defend tall. It's a good start in that regard too. Looks like we've had a very late change to the Iran team. We'll get to that in a moment. A little bit of a lull in play now. So Yazir Astami was named in the starting 11 over the Tannoy and on the pre-match team sheets, but it is the number 9 in Shahbaz Kevanani who has started, which means that Iran are now actually unchanged from the team that started against Japan last night. They look to keep the ball. Played over towards the Iran left. Shahbaz Kevanani in boards. Arandi now back to Shahbaz Kevanani. Barber initially spilling, but getting over the top of the ball. Maybe would have been a heart-in-mouth moments for David Barber, but he was able to deal with it in cap 108. Goes long in the direction of Luke Launder, who made his debut in the first of the 2 internationals against the United States of America in February. That was the behind closed doors clash. Mahrabian just forward of halfway for Iran. Squares it up for Arandi. Safari. And the inside right channel is cut out by Lavagetta. Trade towards Christian Sangus. Shahbaz Kevanani tried the shot, blocked away by Roach. Seekers looking to turn it around the corner, gave it away. The strike will go on goal, blocked by Alessandro Lavagetta. Shot came in from Arandi. Australia defending well to start, as Japan did last night in fairness, but for a while that resistance was broken. Australia will be looking to avoid a repeat of that. How's Kevanani getting involved in the play? Rolled across for Arandi. They look to work a shooting Chaz Mahrabian over to the right, as Barber gets a palm to thwart the cross from Razai Basmanabadi. And Ben Roach is sent away to play it down the line. Ball will stay in play here for Arandi. He looks to drive his way in field. Tarabi. Right out towards the right-hand side by Mahrabian. In board for Abbas Tarabi. Iran pressure building. Lavagetta sends it away. Safari. Mahrabian once more. Seen a lot of the ball early on. With less than 5 minutes gone in this one. From range was headed down, and eventually Luke Launder just sicks the boot into it and sends it into touch. Only his second cap, Luke Launder, from the ACT, and became the 3rd player from that part of the country to represent the Pararoos when he made his debut back in February. He'll be looking to do his state proud here. He's the only ACT representative in the current squad. Arandi Sent in towards the middle. Barber off his line, smothered it. Still not fully dealt with. Roach makes sure of that now. As Roach lost it. And the shot on goal that's been blocked. Shabaza Kevinani on the Iran left. Those two by Lavagetta. Mahrabian as Roach falls down. Safari. Into the middle. Now, Aslan Mahrabian in towards the middle. Back to goal, Tarabi lost it. Away moves Christian Sangus, but good tackle by the Iran number 10. Wins the ball back for his country. Mahrabian forwards. Launder looking to send it away. Broke as far as Tarabi. Mahrabian. To work it for Mahrabian. Lovely turn! And a great save from David Barber. We saw him do it so much in February against the United States. Making saves where he came into the encounter second best. He looked for all money, like Iran would take the lead. David Barber keeping the game at 0-0. Murphy looked to glide by his marker and did it well. Infield for Ben Roach, who moves away from one. Ben Roach is shot blocked by Mahrabian. Rizabaz Manabadi rises to his feet. And Christian Bitsika's doing the sporting thing to put it out of play. By that point, the unplay that was down and Rizabaz Manabadi had got to his feet, so it'd be interesting to see whether Iran will give the ball back to Australia here. And they will, rather sportingly. As the Iranian fans find their voice. They were brilliant last night in the stands when their team played Japan. And I made the comment last night that the Australian fans would have to turn up to try and drown out that volume, and at the moment, the Iranian fans letting their collective voice be heard. And there is the Australian retort. Launder gliding in field. Good challenge by Tarabi. Launder hacks at Irani rather cynically. Play goes on. Here's Manabadi. His shot's blocked. Safari. Puts over towards the left-hand side for Tarabi. Just bounce with Shabaza Kevinani. Out of play it goes for another Iran throw. Arandi. Now Safari. Arandi again. Gives it away. Lavagetta from defence. To play it out wide. Lavagetta gets back in. Prodded it towards Ben Roach, who was disgusted with himself that he couldn't control the ball. Good endeavour though from Australia's number 4 to win it back for his team. Lavagetta, down the line ball. Now Australia near where it ended up. Played over towards the Iran right. Rizabaz Manabadi played it inboard. Launder up into the air. Barber's got a claim. Murphy got in his way, but the evergreen number 7 eventually got to the ball. He's retained the number 7 as David Barber from his outfield days. He's played in just about every position for Australia now. He's retained that same number 7 in the setup since 1998, and has had the armband all that time. Brought up his 100th cap as captain yesterday in the draw with Thailand. Barber going in the direction of Luke Launder. Got Sangus in the middle, he went alone over the top. Not a bad effort from Australia's number 9. Was the National FT2 Player of the Tournament in last year's National Para Championships. He didn't make the trip to Spain last year, but he's looking to more than make up for that here. Here's Tarabi. Kevanani in the middle, didn't go there. Arandi towards the middle, Tarabi gave it away. Sangus had it taken away from him. It's played forwards. All down the line. As they look to square it up around through Mahrabian, but David Barber there to make sure that Australia weren't under any more danger. Long throw in the path of Launder, who acrobatically kept it alive. Sent away by Tarabi. It's been end-to-end this one. Been a very enthralling first 12.5 minutes or so. Mahrabian running forwards. Over towards the Iran right. In board for Arandi, who elected to shoot. Charged down by Bitsikas and behind for an Iran corner. Crowd building here at the home of the Matildas. The majority wearing some form of green or gold. Although it's worth a mention that the Iranian fans are well represented themselves in and among the crowd. As their team works it forward, cut back to Kevanani, and it squirms past David Barber. Made a couple of early good saves as David Barber, but that one gets through him rather uncharacteristically. And Iran take the lead. It was good build-up from an Iranian point of view. And in the end, it was Shamsuddin Kevanani who really couldn't miss.
Islamic Republic of Iran,
even if he was helped out by David Barber. And now Australia have to find the response. They couldn't find one yesterday when they were pegged back by Thailand, but they'll have to try and find one from behind here. Lavageta cut out by Tarabi. Tarabi. And back with Safari. Second side of the centre circle for Iran. Tarabi. Now with Safari. So work it forward. Being held back there was Razai Besmanabadi, but no free kick. As Luke Launder will look to run it forward. Sangus down the inside right channel. Launder went alone. A bit of defending by Arandi. Launder looking to win it back. Tarabi. Safari. Towards the right-hand side for Azibas Manabadi. Inboard for Safari, who will elect to shoot. Blocked behind and out of play. The ball had crossed the touchline. It looked like it was going to run behind for a goal kick, but slight swerve at the last, sent it out for a throw. I was going to make the comment that it feels like we're playing this game in Tehran before the Australian fans came up with a retort. Testament to the Iranian fans and how good they've been across this tournament. Of course, the last Asian Cup was in Iran in 2018, as Irani looks to work it forward in the road. But Seekers, Irani there again! And diverted goalward by Mahrabian. Iran have doubled their lead. And the pressure now really starting to tell on the Australians at the moment, who don't have an answer. It was clever, right to the goal mouth by Iran's number 7, who turned the ball home. And 2 quick goals for Iran. Puts them well on course for victory here in their second game of the tournament.
Islamic Republic of Iran goal scored by number 7, Muslim Mehrabian. The score is now Australia 0, Islamic Republic of Iran 2.
Australia looking to orchestrate a way back in. Launder cut out. Tarabi. Arabian. Was Albus Manabadi with Murphy opposed to him. Arandi. Now Tarabi. Safari. Safari. Now Arandi over towards the Iran right. Tarabi. Lonnie couldn't quite cut it out. Roach could and won it back a second time. Launder towards Roach. It's out of play for an Australia throw. Way back now with Barber. Murphy, long ball in hope rather than expectation. But Seekers. Back flick from Lavagetta. Launder now back with Barber. Barber under a bit of pressure. Towards Murphy. Lavagetta. Back with Barber. Launder. Side of the foot pass wasn't his best. Zoran moved forward, but Vasika's able to win it back for his country. Launder up and over halfway, looking for Murphy, who let it run. Sangas to the back post, couldn't quite get there. Razibas Manabani helping it out of play for a corner. May well have done himself a bit of damage in the process. But he's now back to his feet, which is good to see. Perhaps the best build-up play we've seen from an Australian point of view so far this afternoon. They're looking to build upon that now, but Sekas rolling short for Roach, who went to ground and won a free kick. Goes against Abbas Tarabi. Augustin Murphy going over to take. Made his debut in San Diego against the US in 2018. This, his 16th cap today for his country. He's in fact left it. Now Roach and Batsika stand over it. It's Australia's number 2 and number 8, closest to the ball. Sangas in the goal mouth, receiving some words from the referee. It will be Ben Roach, low and away. Launder sending into the middle. Long throw. Iran help it clear. Up and over halfway. Lava gets her back there. Barber. Launder. Back with David Barber. 44-year-old goalkeeper. Who's got himself into a bit of trouble. Pulls the player back. And what colour is the card? It's yellow. Pulled back was Shabaza Kevinani. And I'll tell you what, I reckon David Barber's a little bit lucky that that card isn't a more severe colour. I tell you what, I think Iran protesting may well have a fair argument that that card should have been red. Would have been a certain goal, but according to the referee, he only saw fit to award a yellow card. And I reckon David Barber can consider himself a very, very lucky man. Alas, the game proceeds. And Australia still have 7 out there on the park. All things considered, considering it's a yellow card, it's a very smart foul from David Barber. And in that case, you would expect nothing less. Arandi over the dead ball. Randy played it short, and there's the third, lashed home by Tarabi, who has his third for the tournament. And the Iranian players are on fire at the moment. They scored 3 last night, they've got a third this afternoon, and my word, do they look on course to make a deep, deep run here in Melbourne this week. Clinical finish from Abbas Tarabi, who notched up a brace last night, has his first of this afternoon. And the Australians who came here hopeful of a Pararoos win, doesn't look like they're going to see one. As Abbas Tarabi's name gets sung around the Iranian section of the grandstand here at the home of the Matildas. As again, Australia look to play out from the back. It could get worse for Australia before it gets better. Roach back in and helps it out of play. As we move towards half-time, it's not been a 27 minutes that Australia wanted by any stretch of the imagination, but a 3-0 scoreline is the situation that Australia finds itself in. Safari. Now with Abbas Tarabi, who once again finds himself on the score sheet. Tarabi looks for the overlap, sent in high from Ozai Basmanabadi, and out of play as Iran ready a change with Amir Mahdi Rahim Abadi coming on. Amir Razai Masbanamadi set to make way. Here's Murphy. Now Launder. Well, out of play for an Iran ball from the side. Tarabi. Now with Safari. Arabian. Arandi. Kevinani can't quite work it forward. 1 minute of added time at the end of the half an hour. Played into the box, away by Lavagetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will be a minimum of 1 minute of time minimum.
Seekers hit the deck. Advantage play by the referee that is eventually called off and brought back. Biber Over for Roach on the Australia right. Plays it in ball for Murphy, who's in a bit of space. Augustin Murphy. Good bit of defending by Iran. This play goes on. And Iran should be able to help it clear and get to the break with their clean sheet still intact. And they will. Clinical stuff from Iran. When they've been in front of goal, they've usually breached David Barber's defences, and they did it on 3 occasions in that first half. The first goal going to Shamsuddin Shabazakevanani, who wasn't initially even in the starting lineup for Iran. Goal's also going to Muslim Arabian, and then a third right before half-time for Iran's talisman. Abbas Tarabi means that at the break here in Bandura, it's Australia 0, Iran 3 in game 2 of 3 here at the IFCPF Asia Oceania Championships on day 2 here at the home of the Matildas. We'll take a short break here on SBS On Demand. We'll be back with the second half right after this. Welcome back to the home of the Matildas for the second half between the clash, or in the clash, I should say, between Australia and Iran. It looks like Australia are readying a double switch with Ben Sutton and Jeremy Boyce on the way. Jeremy Boyce, what a 24 hours it's been for him. His world almost turned upside down when he was told that his classification had changed. Australia did appeal that decision. I didn't hear what the result of that decision was, to be completely honest with you. That's something I'll chase down once this game is done. But Jeremy Boyce, in any case, is on for Christian Bitseekers, which is an FT2 player on for an FT2. So judging by that, then perhaps maybe the appeal from Australia was successful. Ben Sutton is on for Christian Sangus. And Yasir Rostami makes his way on for the Iranian captain in Hassan Safari.
We need your support in the second half. CommBank Pararoos supporters. Let's get ready to make some noise. Let's do it one more time. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Bit louder. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Second half about to get underway, and it will be Ben Sutton to kick us off. Australia really needing a response. 10th cap for Ben Sutton for Australia. Launder looking for Roach, couldn't find him.
Also made a double substitution. Coming off, number 8, Christian
Boyce toiling hard, getting to the ball, cutting it back for Ben Roach, had it taken away from him.
Replaced by number 12, Ben Sutton.
Over towards the Iran right for Rahim Abadi. Just works over to the Iran left. Mehdi. Let's try and go down the line. Murphy was up to the task of defending him. Boyce puts the pressure on. Rahim Abadi. It's played out wide. Murphy stepping in. Shabaza Kevinani back on the ball for Iran. It's with Yasir Rostami. Now with Mahrabian. Back to goal with Sarabi. Australia working away. Boyce giving chase, and Shabaza Kevinani seeing fit just to get the ball out of play. Murphy rolls in short. Lavagetta did well to get away from Sarabi. In board for Boyce, who lost out against Tarabi, and away Tarabi goes! Tarabi! Barber spills it again, almost threw it in. But Australia get it away. Almost a horror moment for David Barber, but he gets away with one. Rahim Abadi. Outside Mahrabian. Over towards the right hand side. Rahim Abadi. Rostami. Sees it back off the 1-2. Shabaza Kevinani. Mahrabian rolled it forwards. Mahrabian back on the ball for Iran. Shahbaza Kevinani working with Arandi here. Mahrabian. Now Arandi. Rahim Abadi. Arandi inboard. Mahrabian. As the crowd try and get themselves involved, one way or the other, depending on what side of the fence you sit. Lavagetta. Here's Boyce in a central position. Launder to make a marauding run forward down the Australia right. Murphy had a look, blocked away by Rahim Abadi. Murphy back with it for Australia. Now with Launder. To play for an Australia throw. Some sight. Those Iranian flags and fans waving them around as Australia try and get something to work. Sent away by Shahbaza Kevinani. And into touch for an Australian throw. As Kai Lammett, the Australian coach, looks to play one of his cards from the bench. Connor Bunce, the number 10, set to make his way on for Australia in a moment. Launder in field, gave it away rather cheaply. If you're going to work through the legs there for Mahrabian. Ball go around again, Lavagetta back there to thwart that ball forward. Boyce. Let's go one way, then the other, twisting, turning, but losing out. Tarabi got there ahead of Lavagetta. Arandi. Play down the line. Launder did well to win it back. Now Tarabi gets it away from Roach. Roach fouled him. And now Connor Bunce would have time to come on now, you'd think. And he will come on for Ben Roach, who makes his way off in his 61st cap. Maybe a little bit strange for long-time viewers of cerebral palsy football to see Connor Bunce without a fresh head of hair. Took a cut with him to Sydney in February for the game against, or the games I should say, against the US, including the one that was broadcast, but now not sporting any hair on his head. Just work back for Shahbaza Kevinani, helped away by Launder. Mahrabian. Now Tarabi miscontrolling. And through to Barber it goes. Sent long by Launder. Cut out by Shahbaz Kavanani. Zoran looks to work it forward again, over towards their right-hand side it goes. Involved there was Rahim Abadi. Response, one of his first actions is to cut the ball out and forward go Australia. Here's Boyce, down the Australia left, gets into the box, Jeremy Boyce, what a run! What a goal! A night of turmoil, now an afternoon of joy for Jeremy Boyce. A quite brilliant run, in off the post, and Australia's account for the afternoon is opened by Jeremy Boyce, and my word, what a way to do it! There's an Australian lifeline.
CommBank Pararoos goal scored by number 11, Jeremy Boyce. Scores Australia 1, Republic of 3.
It may well seem all academic, but that's his first Australia goal for Jeremy Boyce. What a way to score it too. In cap number 8, he has goal number 1 as Zoran looks for the instant reply. It's off the boot of Mehrabian, but only just as Barber looks to send Australia forward. Murphy slipping, Tarabi. Now with Rahim Abadi. It's out of play off Launder for an Iran corner. "20 minutes left here, or just under in the 60 minutes. Australia 1, Iran 3. Iran working forward again, the cutback looked on! What a save from David Barber to deny Arandi. Tips it onto the bar. Bonds gives away a free kick, but a 3-goal margin almost restored it would have been, if not for a wonderful save by Australia's evergreen captain. I feel like David Barber's just someone you look at and you go, how in the world is he still doing what he's doing at such an age, and he doesn't look like stopping anytime soon. Tim Cahill on the number 2 list of male Australian footballers. You've got company as that one crashes into the side netting. Shot came in from Shamsuddin Shahbaz Kavanani. Barber for Launder. You just wonder whether Kyle Lammett might go to his bench again. Fair few options if he does. Daniel Campbell's there. Taj Lynch is there. Josh Beeks is there. Caelan Van Heer is there. Yes. Rahim Abadi goes back for Shahbaz Kavanani. Ball forward, Bonds cutting out. Next goal could be very pivotal if there is to be one. Australia get it, it's really game on. Iran get it and the wind will be knocked out of Australian sails as it's played out wide from Mehrabian. We played in the World Cup final, lost to Ukraine last year. Mehrabian towards the middle, turn around the corner, Arandi out to play for a goal kick. Some atmosphere, if you want to be a part of it for the games going forward. Tickets are still available from Ticketek. Search Pararoos tickets online to go and find them for yourself. Tickets available for all of the remaining games in the tournament. Bouncing ball, nodded back here for Mehrabian. Headed across for Rahim Abadi. Rostami. Now with Arandi, over to the right-hand side for Rahim Abadi. Shahbaz Kavanani. Back to goal now Tarabi works over towards the Iran right, something towards the middle, but not the best ball in from Rahim Abadi. Behind for a Pararoos goal kick. So much to move it forward again. Murphy well to help. And inside a goal kick. Long ball from Barber. Ball out to bounce. Bonds could be in. Connor Bonds blows the big chance. There may well have been a touch on the way through. It appears to be that way. What a save in that case by Vaid Nabab. Corner taken quickly. Bonds looking to cut it back. Couldn't quite, and away move around. What a crucial save that could prove to be from Vaid Nabab. Looked like the game would be brought back to 3-2, but not to be for Australia. Vaid Nabab is now down on the ground. Referee going over to him. Still receiving the attention of the referee. If needed, the backup goalkeeper for Iran is Babak Safari Kurabaslu. Doesn't look like he'll be needed in the immediate future. As the game will restart with a drop ball. It looks like we'll get a second one. The referee says, nope, actually, I'm happy just to play advantage. Suppose the ball would bounce fortuitously back to Iran, and so the drop ball wasn't really needed, but you could have understood why it would have been called for. As Boyce gives chase. Good bit of work from Iran's number 13 and Rahim Abadi to get a toe into it. Everybody is still down. Boyce likewise. It all looks fair on first glance. Boyce just catching Iran's number 13 late. No malice in it whatsoever. But it was brilliant work by Rahim Abadi to get to the ball first. Both players now back to their feet. And play will go on. For what it's worth, Australia's Pararoos will next be in action on Wednesday night. 6:45, they will face Japan. Harandi smartly letting it run. Straight to the head of Augustin Murphy. Over towards the right-hand side, ball into the middle for Tarabi, who will look to engineer a turn. Almost did it so well. Header comes in from Shabaza Kevinani. Murphy hooks it clear, not too far clear. Still a chance for Tarabi. deflected and away. David Barber had no idea where that ball was about to go. Luckily for him and his country, it went behind for in around corner rather than into the back of the net. Rahimabadi works it towards Rastami. Can only find Bonds, who got it away towards Murphy. Bonds down the line for Launder. Inboard for Bonds, who did well to keep it. Bonds. Serrano moving away again. Arandi looking to open the game up for his country. Played it across for Mehrabian. He'll get it back off the 1-2. Couldn't make good on the opportunity. Goodbye to Arabi to give it back to him. Barber to send it long. Towards Launder. In towards Bonds. Launder skips away from one. Off he goes, Luke Launder. Options left and right if he wants. And took too long deciding which one he wanted. Thrown out to play for Australia throw. Murphy rolls it in. Bonds. Good challenge. Australia will have it in again. Murphy rolls it in short. Boyce. Murphy again. Lost out. Away go Iran. Who could catch Australia on the break here? Here's Sarabi. Oh, they're getting ahead to it. Shabazi Kevinani. Back for Rahimabadi. Played it inboard for Tarabi. It's played into the middle. Murphy helps it away towards Boyce, who goes down. He is impeded unfairly by Abbas Tarabi. Barber rolls it out wide for Murphy. Sutton was inside the area. Helped away by Nasir Rastami. Murphy rolling it in short. Bonds was robbed of it. Murphy breaks for Boyce. Away from one. Couldn't get away from the second, but Australia have an added boost when Jeremy Boyce is out there. As proven by that goal. Some player, as Bonds wanted a shot from long range. Bobbling ball. And behind for a corner it goes. Few with Iranian persuasions may well have been worried for a split second there. They needn't have been in the end, but sometimes football can be a close run thing. As Boyce will go over to take the corner. A goal from this and you just never know. Boyce with one arm aloft. Floated in the Bonds direction, got a foot to it. Bouncing ball, Rastami heading it down into the ground, and Tarabi is set free. Up and over halfway he goes. Vegeta closest to him. Luke Launder coming across to help Vegeta out. Shabaza Kevinani lifting it elegantly towards Rahim Abadi. Bond sending it away. Down at the edge of the box is Ben Hamarandi. Still, Arandi is down, receiving some kind words, I'm sure, from David Barber, who helps him to his feet and embraces with Iran's number 6. Applause from the family of Australia's number 7. Play gets back underway with just over 5.5 to go in the hour. Put out by Vegeta. He's helping away. Australia's still under pressure. Here's Arandi outside of the foot. The technique looked on. Received the ball from Mahrabian. And it would have been some way to crown a good day for Iran, but they're not all the way there yet. They're 9/10 and more, you would say. But they're not all the way there. Murphy was unaware of the pressure behind him from Tarabi. He put it out of play for an Australia throw. Vegeta. Now Barber, who will attempt to send it long up towards Boyce, who used his body well. Still with Jeremy Boyce. As Iran help it away. Up towards Tarabi, just back of halfway. Intelligent ball in behind. This could do it. Shabaza Kevinani. Barber standing tall. Thrown in the direction of Bunce, who hit the deck. Free kick to Australia and a yellow card for Amir Mahdi Rahim Abadi. And he joins David Barber in the referee's book. So we see the chance again from Shabaza Kevinani that would have put the game well and truly to bed. Barber down away to his right, making the save. And then the follow-up long busting run from Connor Bonds before he was brought down by Iran's number 13. Vegeta holding the cards, standing over the ball. Shabaza Kevinani in a one-man wall for Iran. Free kick's blocked by the wall. Shabaza Kevinani getting in the way of it. Precious time going off the clock here for Australia while they were organising who was going to take the throw. Murphy rolls in shorts. Got it back from Bonds. Inside the in the area, Australia go. It's cut back towards Sutton, who couldn't quite get there. Vegeta looks to have a go from miles out. Would have been on target. Rastami helps it away. You'd have thought that Nawab would have made the save regardless, but better safe than sorry, I suppose. Yes, Rastami will get back to his feet. Just over 2 to go. Boyce to float it in. Headed away towards Mahrabian, who can get going here for Iran. Options left and right. Shabaza Kevinani to his left. Can he make amends here? Iran's number 9. Sat Launder down. It's a roll it back for Tarabi, and Australia will help it away. Rahim Abadi Back to halfway for Rastami. And now Torabi. Arandi. Worth mentioning too that the last time that these two teams met was at the World Cup just gone in 2022, where it was a 2-goal win for Iran that day. It was 2-0 in Selou. 3-1 here, but it looks like the same result for Iran as Bond slides in to take it out for a throw as Rahimabadi was looking to work it forwards. Arandi calls for calm. See how many minutes we're going to get from the fourth official. Another 3 minutes on the way.
3 minutes.
Ball for Shabaza Kevinani. He looks to curl one. Took a flick on route. Boyce looks to work it away and did well. Hit the floor again. That'll be a free kick. Barber short for Murphy. Inboard for Boyce. Try to take it away from him by Tarabi. He breaks clear of Boyce. Clever by Tarabi. Just to work another option behind the ball. Now with Arandi. Arandi. That's it. Back left for Mehrabian. Rastami. Arandi. Rastami. By the first touch into space by Arandi. Forward for Shabaza Kevinani. He received off Tarabi. Arabian forward for Tarabi. It's sent out towards the Iran right for Rahimabadi. Nasir Rastami. Tarabi back to goal. Right on the edge of the area. Rolled it short. Opens up here for Arandi. Across to Rahimabadi. Look to lift it towards the back post. Headed away by Lavagetta. 3 minutes almost up. Referee checks the watch. And there is the full-time whistle. It's back-to-back wins for Iran. But didn't Australia respond after the 3-0 half-time deficit? It took a wonderful Jeremy Boyce goal to break Iran's resistance for the first time this tournament. And while Iran will take all 3 points, it's a second half that Australia should be really proud of, winning the second half against the world number 2. When it's all said and done, it will be Iran who will move back to the top of the group after earlier today. Thailand took that mantle off them. They have a perfect 2-win record from 2 games. And for Australia, well, it'll be a while before we see this team in action again. It's going to loom to be a big game, though, on Wednesday when they take on Japan from 6:45. Another game that will, of course, be broadcasted by SBS On Demand. It was Jeremy Boyce's goal, and what a wonderful moment for him, his first with the Pararoos. But it wasn't enough to defeat Iran. Full-time score from the home of the Matildas. It finished Australia 1, Iran 3. As both sets of players make their way off the park here at the home of the Matildas. Remember, one more game to go today in a triple header, another one with Australia's women's side, the Para Matildas, looking to get their second win of the tournament. They'll face Nepal at 6 o'clock. We'll be back just before then, as we'll go into a preview of that game before kickoff itself, as the Iranian players are greeted to a warm applause as they leave the field of play, and the Australian players will applaud their fans. Part of a wonderful atmosphere here for today's second game. But the Iran flags will wave highest as we turn our attention to the third game of the day. We'll be back just before 6 to preview that one before kickoff between the Para Matildas and Nepal. See you shortly.